Hey everybody. Guess what? I'm not there. I'm on your TV screen. And in case Miss Pitts haven't told you, I won't be able to make it. We've had some real bad family illness, and for some reason, I had to go. I guess it's an act of God. It's not by my choice. But anyway, I won't be able to make it, and I won't be able to make it for graduation. And so this technically really is my farewell speech. I got a bunch of pieces of paper here that I'm going to be speaking off, so you can't mind me too much. I'd just like to start off about, first of all, I thought I'd at least do this, my speech. Say goodbye to all those who care for me in some way, and ones I really care about, It's technically my final farewell, so I thought I'd do it in the style, I just wanted to tell a little about myself and my memories of people, and just remember all kinds of different things and people technically, and I just keep repeating myself, so I'm a dork anyway. Yeah, some of my memories from when I was a kid is like in kindergarten. I was really naive, and well, actually my whole group of friends was, because there was like 6 of us that always used to like lay out on the merry-go-round. We used to lay there all during recess, and we kept going, "Are you changing? Are you changing?" And the other one would be like, "No, I ain't changing." And what we were talking about is the fact that the white kids, which was like 2 or 3 of us, was like, we thought we could like turn black if we stayed out in the sun long enough. And the black kids thought they could turn white, and we thought we could keep doing that if we stayed out in the sun. So one day we'd be black, one day we'd be white, but for some reason it never seemed to work out. And I can remember in 1st grade when people used to sit down, I used to put grapes into their seat, and they used to sit down on the grapes, and it was pretty funny, and I got several paddlings for that. I also remember like stealing someone's smelly pencil, and I got a paddling for that. I can remember Miss Johnson, if y'all had Miss Johnson, she left the classroom one time, and Mr. Brown called over the intercom, and I told him I said, "Shut up, you big apple eater," and I got a paddling for that too. I went to Hawaii in 2nd grade, where I made a lot of friends, and then of course, just like any other time you move, you have to lose all those friends. And then I came back here in 4th grade, and that's where I met Tamara Hickman, who lives down the street from me, and she's been like the greatest friend. She's one of the sweetest people I know. She's just, you can talk to her about anything. She's real down to earth, and she doesn't feel like she's too good for anybody. I mean, if you're cool with her, she's cool with you, and you can talk, and she's got that bond with people. I can also remember in 5th grade how I had like a crush on Tasha Freight. If anyone remembers her, I don't know why. It was a weird thing. And then like in 6th grade, Miss Howard, y'all remember her? I mean, she was a cool teacher because she like would let me like cut up all the time and stuff, and she didn't care. She just wanted people to have a good time and learn, and that's what she did. I can always remember in 7th grade or 6th grade, it might have been. I'm sorry, it was 7th, I think. I'd always be in math class, and I always kick somebody, and that somebody knows who they are. It's Joe Cunningham. I always kicked him in the shins because it hurt him real bad, and basically because he was bigger than me, I didn't have anything else I could do. And I met Joe in band, and ever since I've been in band, I've made some good friends. Joe Cunningham's one of them. Joe's a real nice guy at times. Of course, all of us can be at times. But anyway, he's a real talented individual, and someone I respect a lot. And he needs to learn how to use more of his talents and just not let them go to waste. He's a real good guy, and we've been friends. We've been real good friends, like in 9th and 10th grade, and scattered times in between. And this year, we're not close friends, and we're not enemies by no means either. We just really don't talk, and I mean, it's sad that friendships like that have to end, but I mean, I guess everybody changes and things change. Some of the other people I've met in band would be like Brian Mueller, who him, Joe, and me were a little group of friends we had where we'd always plan these parties, like swim parties at my house, and we was going to invite the most popular people like Tasha Kirby and Amy Greenwood and all these other people, and we'd just be able to be in the in crowd because we invited them, but those never worked out because my mom got mad at me and put me on restrictions. But anyway, Brian's a great guy. He's also you know, pretty talented, you know, in the band and everything. Yeah, it's pretty cool because he let me in movies several times for free. Me and him were good friends for quite a while, and again, we just went our separate ways. We never had arguments or anything, but we just like went our separate ways. Less that, sorry. Christy Harris, I just have to get to her. She's another one of my band buddies and out of band buddies. Me and Christy used to cut up all the time. Mr. Sperling used to get so mad at us. He'd sit there and yell at us and practically throw us out of the band room. He never cared for either one of us because we're cool people. Ain't that right, Christy? Anyway, we'd always like screw around and do this and do that, and we'd skip lunches and stay in the practice rooms and make vulgar jokes about this and that. It was me, Christy, and Stacy. And Stacy was Mexican, Stacy Madero, if you remember her. We used to like make little racial jokes about each one of us, and we'd have fun that way. But you know, we just kept it on a cool level, and you know, I mean, we understood each other, and we didn't have no problem with that, you know. So it was pretty cool. I remember one time I took Christy. I told Christy, I said, Christy, if you do good at your track meet today, I'll take you out to dinner. And she's like, okay, Patrick, okay. And so we went up to Pizza Hut, you know, on buffet night on Tuesday because it was basically the only thing I could afford. And my car had been acting funny that night, and she was like, you sure we should take your car? I was like, sure, it'll be fine. So we like got there, we started eating, and everyone was like staring at us. I could feel like burn holes in the back of my head with the stairs and stuff. And anyway, we ended up, you know, leaving right after that, and we got in my car, it went in there, and it started, no, it just died. It made like a gargle sound or something. But anyway, we ended up walking to the bowling alley in the pouring rain, where we ended up getting a ride home from Amanda Turley. And Amanda Turley, you've been there all through all the Englishes and that ride, so you're just cool there too. She gave us a ride home, and then I ended up hearing that she had a wreck that night, so really sorry about that, Amanda. I mean, I never really got to say I'm sorry for that, but I'm sorry you had a wreck. And I'm sure Jason's sorry too, and that's an inside joke for anybody that doesn't know. Nicole, you've been the greatest. You know, you've always been there cutting up right alongside me in English class, and that's been cool. You know, as long as you can have a laugh, you can usually have a good time. And Myron, you too, man. You always get those little comments that are always funny. And I'm gonna give you props right now. This one goes out to you, Myron. And I get 8th or 9th grade. I can't say it right now. 8th or 9th grade. Someone, Cable Burgess pegged somebody with a war ball, and you were the only one at that time who would stand up to him. And you was sitting there going, why you gotta be like that, Cable? Why you gotta be like that? And that was the first time I ever saw him bow down to anybody. And he was scared, crapless. So it was the best moment of my life to be able to see that, because I mean, you stood up to him. And of course, you weren't scared of him by no means, but us little pencil necks back then, you know, we were scared of him. And you stood up to him, and it was the greatest thing, man. So mine, you get props for that, because he was hitting people that were just like for no reason, you know. And, that's just the coolest thing. Tamika, I'm really sorry about all the little Tamika weave, Tamaweevica, all those little weave jokes. You're still my cool chick too, you know. Me and you used to always cut up. And Mr. Sperling didn't care for us much either, but that's okay, because we had our fun. Kelly, thanks for all the times in Algebra 2 when you let me play with your hair. Mr. Sims would yell at me and stuff, and you were like, I don't care, but of course he made me stop because he didn't like me and set me up home anyway. And Marine, you get props for that too, because anytime, you know, he says something stupid or he says something to you, you know, we always get that little eye connection thing where I just look out there and you see my eyes and we see there and we just laugh because we know basically you can't teach and stuff or whatever. But anyway, you're also the hall buddy. Every time I'm out in the hall, you're out there, so I guess I won't be seen in the hall anymore, but anyway. Whew, this is really, really great. You know, this is a great senior class, and a lot of us, you know, we have become real close this year, but it's a shame, you know, because I can remember in 8th grade where nobody cared about anybody, you know. It was just the in people and their little cliques and whatever. And I can remember so bad I wanted to be in that group because I wanted to feel wanted or whatever. And I never was. And, you know, every year I try to play the role and I try to be real nice to those people, but I mean, it just doesn't make sense, you know. I've went through my whole life dealing with people that don't even care about me, or have treated me like crap. Like Brian Brinson and Josh Nielsen in 8th grade, they always ridiculed me because I wasn't one of the little butthole jock type people or whatever they were, and and I didn't go around making fun of everyone, so they made fun of me, I mean that really hurt bad because that's just when you're young like that. You're just finding out about yourself or whatever, seeing what kind of friends you want to have, whatever. And people like that, when they crush you like that, it just tears you up inside. And I always felt that I never wanted to be like that, I never wanted to be, picked on like that because no one should be. I don't think I treat people like that, and it was just uncalled for totally, just because they were popular or whatever, they felt that they gave them the right to down other people. And he was always like that, Brian Brinson, for the most part, and Josh Nielsen was too. I've just always had a struggle, and then this year and last year have been the first years I really haven't had to. People have accepted me. I've tried to be myself as much as I can. I don't try and play little roles. I'm going to try and be myself, I might not be the trendsetter, but at least, I have my own mind. I do what I want to do. Isn't that a song or something? But there's just so much to say and just not enough time. I can honestly say this year and the end of last year, I've come to know somebody that's very special to me, and Edith Swan has been like a sister to me. Everyone thinks that we're dating, but we're not, trust me. We're just like this, as in friends and tight, whatever. And we just see things a lot eye to eye, A lot of times she's one of the sweetest people I know, and people don't treat her the way they should, She doesn't try and use you, or she doesn't treat you like these other people who treat you like crap in order to get something. And of course she stays true to herself, and so people take advantage of that or whatever. And she's just someone I really respect, and she's been a great friend, and she's an awesome person I've ever met. And if none of this has sunk into you, it's kind of the thing that when it comes May 23rd, which is just a few days away, y'all are going to go across the thing. You're going to get your little fake diploma. You're going to throw up your hats, and then where's it going to go from there, You're going to look around, you're going to see your classmates smiling and crying for the last time. Then as soon as you walk off that field, people are going to go their own ways. People are going to get married. People are going to go to college. Some people are going to die. We take for granted the time we have on this earth, in this area, and our friends. We take for granted this routine we go through every morning of seeing each other and smiling or cussing someone out, I feel bad that I've done some of the things I've done, and I wish I could take them back, in CP we'd had some arguments, and there was some people in there I just really hadn't liked, and I can see their point of view now more than I could at the beginning of the year, and I feel bad for totally excluding them and stuff, but what's said is done, you can't change that. It's just these last few days, they're gonna mean so much to y'all. Y'all just really gotta think about this, you can't be so petty about things. Because, when it comes down to it, in our 10-year reunion, a lot of us are going to be missing. A lot of us are going to be dead. Or whatever. That sounds real morbid, right? And if this hasn't sunk in yet, I just got one thing to say. Gotcha. Yeah. It's pretty sad, isn't it? I'm just a kidder. Sorry. Bye.